Sagaliswagwek. Hello everyone. Welcome to Ukwakhwa, our foods. Today we're going to show you one method of gardening at our farm, Ukwakhwa, Jitnu Nyungwayaya Toslu, our foods, where we plant things. We learned this style of gardening from our friends, the Valentines. We hope to have more on our foods in future videos, and especially on the progress of these garden beds. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and click on notifications for new uploads. It's springtime, and we finally got our main garden area situated. We got the idea for this garden design from our friends at Valentine Gardens. Be sure to check out their Facebook page. They have a 5-acre farm near the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. Their mission is to grow our passion for small-scale organic farming and create community while nourishing families. This style is small-scale organic farming with permanent beds and wide established paths in between. The Valentines developed this method because they didn't have access to a large tractor to till each year. The grass paths help mitigate excess rainfall and hold soil in place to retain nutrients. The established beds can be amended on a smaller scale and built up with added compost and organic matter. Crops can easily be rotated year to year to reduce nutrient depletion. Paths are wide enough for a lawnmower to pass through, and the bed width is wide enough to maximize growing space, but narrow enough to reach across to plant, weed, and harvest. The Valentines have been growing this way for several years. We're just getting started. While we did just purchase a subcompact tractor, our long-term goal is to get to a point where we till as little as possible, if at all. Our rows are 7 feet apart to allow for the mower deck on our tractor to pass through without bumping into the plants. To get these rows ready, we tilled up a large area that was pretty bumpy. For the smoother parts, we were able to mark off the centers of the rows and just till down the centers, leaving some grassy parts between the rows. Since the tiller attachment is 4 feet wide and much wider than we wanted for the final narrow rows in the garden beds, we planted clover on the tilled up spots that we wanted to eventually mow. The total size of the garden is 112 feet by 88 feet. This allowed for a 6-foot path we wood chipped to go down the center. On both sides of the wood chip path are 17 rows for a total of 34 rows. We hope this also makes for easier record keeping and crop rotation. We have most of our seeds and transplants in the garden. Just a few seeds are starting to emerge and the grassy paths are just starting to fill in. As the weeks go by, we hope to share more progress of our corn, beans, squash, sunflowers, melons, strawberries, raspberries, potatoes, tomatoes, ground cherries, peppers, chilies, onions, beets, carrots, and cucumbers. We are still learning about our foods. People have different ways of growing our foods. We are sharing the way we learned how. One of the most amazing parts about this journey to get to know our foods better is that it is connecting us to so many people throughout the Haudenosaunee Confederacy and throughout Indian country. It's also bringing us closer to other gardeners in the greater Green Bay area, like the Valentines. If you have any methods you want to share, please feel free to drop them in the comments or send us an email. Yawa, Danito.